Hi guys! So welcome back to the channel. It's Say What? I gotta pick out like an intro for that. Say what? Or something cool like that. Instead of me saying it like that. How are you guys today? Hopefully everyone is doing well. I just came from work and I took off my uniform and I put on this shirt, and let me tell you, it's like freaking 90 degrees weather right now in Atlanta. So I wanted to come on here and do like a quick review because I was watching the episode at work, y'all, even though we're supposed to be working. But yeah, I was watching that episode, and boy, I mean, it wasn't a great episode. It wasn't off the chain, but it was meaningful with Kiki and Alexis and the girls getting together to talk to Kiki because Alexis felt like Kiki was going to give up, and so she thought so. Kiki came to her house and was about to give up the whole case, like drop the whole case. And Alexis put the girls together, Kim, which I knew something went on with Kim when she found out that Kiki was going through something like that. I knew she had her experience, but they didn't really get into it. So I'm happy to actually hear about what happened to Kim when she was in medical school, and what happened to Jordan, what happened to Ava. Everyone had an issue, even Alexis, in law school. So it's just crazy. I'm trying to think of something that probably happened to me, but I can't. Thank God I didn't go through something like that. But I did. The funny thing about that is we all as women, even if we're at work and we're dealing with men, even men too, they go through this. It's not just women, getting harassed at work or anything like that. Men go through this as well. So, me being at work and working around a lot of dudes, I do get little comments here and there, but I know myself, and I know when I'm uncomfortable, and I stop it right away. And if you don't like it, well, we're going to have to talk to a manager or something, or someone higher than you are, because you're not going to put me in a situation like that, So I wouldn't want to be in a situation like that. So that scene was really, really powerful, and I'm glad Kiki, that's what she needed. She needed that with those ladies to make her feel like she's not alone in this world. She's not going through it by herself. And I'm glad that she sees that these ladies are behind her. And I also wanted, I know this wasn't the right place or the right time for Kiki to come out with what she's hiding from Alexis, but I wish she pulled her aside and told her, at least I have to tell you everything before, we start back up again. I have to tell you what actually is going on, or what I'm keeping from you. You need to know everything, But that didn't happen, so it's okay. Then we have Nell and Chase, y'all, which Nell in this episode is, I didn't know how psychotic. I had an idea, but Nell is digging her hole, maybe her grave, the hole for her grave, her own grave. It's like, it's just so sad to see this all fall apart, y'all. Now she actually gave Chase the words, I want us to kill Michael. I want to kill Michael. I want to plan his death. Like, you were talking to a police officer. You messed up his career. Wouldn't you think that he is about to get you somehow now? I mean, come on, think about it, But she doesn't. She thinks that, Chase, because that's the plan. Chase wants to be with her, and Chase, will do anything to be with her, or to do anything, like get Michael out of the way so they could have a family. That's what she's thinking in her head. And she thinks everything is going to work out. But I think I think Nell had a secondary plan. I think she kind of figured out that if anything happened to her, her baby is going to be adopted in Lucas's family. I think the baby situation is a little bit too close to home. I feel like Nell is the adopted, or the mother that's given up her child if anything happens with Michael and her, like if it doesn't work out. And I feel like that's her last plan, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like something about that baby is not, you know, right. But the acting with Nell, and the crying and the hugging with Chase, and oh my God, and Chase is acting way better than Michael. First of all, Michael needs to give some kisses so she could believe it. Kiss her on the hand or the lips or something, Michael, but you are dry, you know? So I just feel like something bad is going to happen, y'all. And it's not going to happen in favor with Michael. Okay, I feel like Michael is going to get hurt because Nell is pacing back and forth, y'all. Did you see her in that freaking park or wherever she was, pacing back and forth, thinking about her plan when she finished talking to Jocelyn? And that's another thing. I feel like I didn't get into it because I didn't think I reviewed that episode when Joss was forcing Oscar to have sex with her. I mean, you're 15 years old. What are you doing? And forcing Oscar to have sex with her because she's going through so much and she just want to escape. And another theory that I have about that is that Elizabeth's older son, I think he and Jocelyn is going to end up doing something that she and Oscar are supposed to do. Because it's just the timing of him coming into, you know, her storyline and just, you know, talking to Oscar first, you know, hanging out with them in the park, watching the fireworks and stuff like that. It was just kind of like, what are they trying to do, you know? And then Oscar said this thing when he was talking to Elizabeth's older son, saying that, is it Hayden? I think that's his name, Hayden. That him and Jocelyn, Oscar was saying him and Jocelyn is a solid deal, like they're solid. I was like, bruh, when somebody says that about their relationship, something always goes wrong. But y'all, I did not support Jocelyn in the other episode that forced Oscar, like to try to force him to have sex with her because she's going through her mom not being there and she just wanted to forget. That's not a reason to even start having sex. And I'm so happy Oscar like pushed her away and said no. You know, even though he could have messed up his relationship with her, he decided not to have sex with her and walked out. You know, not walked out, but, you know, ended on a dry note and just, you know, said, well, I'll see you later, you know, call you soon. But she was pissed as hell. And now finally they made up in this episode. They're going to meet. We didn't get to see them meet. I guess, you know, tomorrow's episode we're going to see them meet. But let's move on to Jason and Sam's episode. Jason and Sam's scene, y'all. Okay. Finally. I mean, I would have think Sonny would have told Jason about Patrick. I don't know. All this time has passed and he hasn't really talked about Sam and talked about what he missed. But of course, before Drew, I want to point out something, y'all. Okay, so let me just finish. Before Drew, there was Patrick, and when she thought Drew was Jason Morgan, yes, she left Patrick left her ass. She always saying she left because of Jason. No! Girl, stop lying, Sam. If you could admit that Drew walked out on your ass, please admit that Patrick broke up with your ass. You did not break up with him. He broke up with you. I'm sick and tired of her saying that she left, like she broke up with Patrick. No, Sam. He said, it's over. We're done. Okay? Because you couldn't get over it. Okay? So anyhow. Anyways, so she left Patrick for Jason Morgan, which was Drew. She thought that was Jason Morgan. Now, the real Jason Morgan came back. Am I right? Why didn't you leave your Drew for Jason Morgan, the real Jason Morgan? You didn't hesitate to walk away and go right in a relationship with Drew, thinking he was Jason. Now the real Jason is back and you can't give him a kiss, girl. You can't even hold his hand. Not that I want you to, because every time I see y'all together, I want to, but, okay. But I'm just saying, if this is the real love of your life that you love for so long, why aren't you together? Why? You know? Why? It's kind of different now, right, Sam? It's kind of different. Because Drew is different. Sam knows if she goes back to Jason, Drew is not going to forgive her Drew is not going to not forgive her, but take her back. Because he's going to feel like she got, okay, she always, of course she got touched by Jason, because she has a son, Danny, by him. But Drew had to accept that because he found out that he wasn't the Jason Morgan. You know what I'm saying? So he loves Danny. But for him to think of Sam after they got married, after they have Scout, after everything popped off, and for her to go back to him, and then things don't work out, and then she's going to try to run back to Drew, he's not going to take her back because, like he said, you shouldn't be second place. You shouldn't be second best. Everybody deserves better than that. Remember? So Sam better be careful. She knows. That girl knows. She better make up her damn mind real quick and stop going back and forth and having all your cake and eat it too, girl. You're going to Drew and telling Drew that how you don't regret anything. You're going to miss everything that they have. You still do and all this stuff. And then you have scenes with Jason and then you're just laughing and, carrying on. Girl, stop it. Stop it, girl. Make your mind up, okay? Because when you're back in a relationship with either one, you can't do it. You can't be in a relationship with Jason and then go and see Drew in the park somewhere and then talking about old times. You can't do that. That's kind of like, it wouldn't make sense, right? Anyhow, so those scenes, I really appreciate her. The only thing about that scene that I really like with her and Jason was that she actually told Michael how Jason really felt about him. Because Jason can't tell Michael that he loves him. Like, he loves him. He's like a son to him. Like, it would kill him if anything happens to him. Michael is Jason's heart, okay? Other than Jake is Jason's heart. He loves Danny too, don't get me wrong. That's his son, okay? But he has a special place for every one of them. He has a special place for Michael because even though he wasn't his father, he raised him. You know what I'm saying? And then Jake is his firstborn son, that he thought that he realized, oh my God, Jake gave him the feeling of being a real father to someone. You know what I mean? Danny, I guess, I don't know if it's a second chance. I don't know. But he loves Danny as well, But he just have a special place for all of them. And then we're going to talk about Jocelyn and Sunny little conversation, which I really liked. Finally, Jocelyn is understanding Sunny's ways and his business, and now she wants him to break the law to get her mom out of jail or get her mom out of the crazy loop. And Sunny's like, girl, if things don't work out the way he planned, believe it, he got something up his sleeve, so he's gonna break Carly out if it doesn't work out, which I think that's gonna be the case because it ain't gonna go the way they wanted to go, okay? But I love her conversation, and I love that she holds his hand or whatever at the end. Then we have Nell and Jocelyn conversation, which is the only thing that happened really in this whole episode. This episode wasn't big, but I love the fact that even though Jocelyn knows Nell is shady because she caught Chase and Nell kissing and stuff like that, and she told Michael, she still went to Nell for advice about Oscar. And I feel like that was the most sincere part of their scene, how pure or innocent it is, and you see Nell like telling Jocelyn, what to do, honestly. And it wasn't nothing to get back at, at Michael or anything like that. I'm sorry, I'm moving around my computer. It wasn't nothing to get back at anybody like that. She was just telling Jocelyn sincerely what to do, and it was such a good advice. I love that part. And then, Nell called Jocelyn as she was walking away and said, I hope everything works out, and she said, I have a good feeling or whatnot, or something like that. I don't know. But you could tell it's like probably the last time they're going to talk to each other. I felt like something bad, y'all, is going to happen. But that was the episode today. It wasn't a huge episode. If I missed anything, I'm sorry if I missed anything. There wasn't any Drew scenes in this episode today. yeah, if I missed anything, just comment below. And I did record 2 other videos, and I have it on my phone, and it's just, my phone is just giving me a hard time. So I'm going to try to load that up. And yeah, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next episode, which is tomorrow. Bye.